Good morning students. Welcome to Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. This is Barkha Gaur, your biology teacher. So students, today we are going to understand the next topic of our chapter 12, that is biotechnology and its application में हम we are going to study about gene therapy. ठीक है? For better understanding, all of you open your book page number 211. So students, as you have already understood about some of the topics of this chapter, that is we have seen the applications of biotechnology in agriculture and we started with the medicine. Medicine में हमने पढ़ा how insulin is prepared. Now we are going to understand the biotechnology's application in gene therapy, how it is used in gene therapy. Now first of all, let us understand what is gene therapy. You are familiar with the word gene and you know what is therapy also, but how gene therapy is done and how it is useful, let's see. तो gene therapy का meaning ये है actually बच्चों कि suppose there is a faulty gene in our body, हमारी body में कोई gene, you know that gene is responsible for expression of characters, या हमारी body में जो भी सारी functioning हो रही है उनको proper way में perform करने के लिए genes are responsible. तो suppose there is some faulty gene and we want to make it correct, correction करना है उसमें, that is we want to replace a faulty gene with a correct gene, to replace a faulty gene with a correct gene. This is what gene therapy. So in this we are going to study this. Now the first thing हमने समझा what is gene therapy. Now the first gene therapy was done to treat a defect which is caused due to the deficiency of an enzyme, and the name of enzyme is ADA. Now what is this ADA? इसका full form है adenosine deaminase. ठीक है, एंजाइम है एडिनोसिन डीएमिनेज. Deficiency of this disease was observed and the first gene therapy was done to make the correction in this gene. Now what normal conditions में ये gene कैसे work करती है, इसका कैसा how does it is important in our body, that we'll see. Actually what happens बच्चों, we have bone marrow, is there in our body and which helps in the formation of lymphocytes. क्या बनाते हैं ये? Lymphocytes. तो bone marrow is responsible for producing lymphocytes and lymphocytes they get specialized. ये specialized होते हैं किसमें? In lymphoid organs and thymus. ठीक है ना, actually bone marrow produces lymphocytes and they get specialized in lymphoid organs and thymus. Now bone marrow we can say ये stem cells produce करते हैं. Stem cells का क्या function होता है? Stem cells are those cells which have the ability to convert into any kind of cell. ठीक है, तो these cells helps in the formation of lymphocytes and they give rise to B and T cells. ठीक है, B and T lymphocytes. They give rise to B and T lymphocyte cells which have the function of regulating immune system. ये हमारे immune system को control करता है. And how important is the immune system? Immune system is helpful for us to fight against different diseases. ठीक है, तो this is the function of what? जो हमारा ADA enzyme है, adenosine deaminase enzyme is useful for this function. That means bone marrow से lymphocytes produce होंगे and they control our immune system. So this is a normal condition. If कोई patient है जिसमें this ADA enzyme is not working properly, ठीक है, suppose there is a person in which ADA enzyme is not working properly, so what will happen, these cells will not be formed, ठीक है. अब ऐसा होता है ना, everything is gene पे ही depend करती है, तो some gene must be there for the synthesis of this enzyme which is not functioning properly. तो if a person is not having, या उसकी body में this ADA enzyme is not being prepared, नहीं produce हो पा रहा है, तो its immune system will also be not working properly, ठीक है. Now the first gene therapy जो थी, first gene therapy was done in a 4-year-old girl, ठीक है. 4-year-old गर्ल थी, उसमें सबसे पहले जीन थेरेपी की गई थी. कैसे की गई थी, लेट्स सी. सपोज दिस इज आवर लिम्फोसाइट, ठीक है. ये क्या है, लिम्फोसाइट है, ओके. तो द लिम्फोसाइट्स ऑफ अ पर्सन आर टेकन आउट, ठीक है. इस गर्ल की लिम्फोसाइट्स को बाहर निकाला गया, इट वॉज रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द बॉडी एंड ADA enzyme was inserted in the lymphocytes artificially with the help of, कभी भी हमें if we want to insert a gene, तो we need a vector, तो with the help of a vector which was a retrovirus was taken and this gene was inserted into it. हमने बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में पढ़ा है how it is done, and with the help of this retrovirus ADA was inserted into the lymphocyte, ठीक है. Now the new lymphocyte which was formed, उसको हम कह सकते हैं transformed lymphocyte बन गया. that means जो उसमें problem थी, जो error थी, जो defect था, now it is being removed, it is full of ADA enzyme, ठीक है. तो now bone marrow will function properly, they will form B and T cells. तो this transformed lymphocytes was then inserted back into the body of the girl, ठीक है. Now तो ये तो कैसा मेथड हुआ, टेम्परेरी. Why it is temporary? Because जो lymphocytes होते हैं they are short lived, इनकी लाइफ होती है, they have a short life and after sometimes the lymphocytes जो already present है, suppose जो transformed lymphocyte भी हैं, they are not immortal, they will die. तो अगेन देयर विल बी डेफिशिएंसी, बिकॉज बॉडी में ये टेंडेंसी नहीं है कि वो ADA एंजाइम प्रोड्यूस करे, ठीक है. वी हैव आर्टिफिशियली इंट्रोड्यूस द ADA एंजाइम एंड द लिम्फोसाइट विल वर्क अकॉर्डिंगली ओनली अप टिल इट इज लाइफ. फिर एक लिम्फोसाइट अगर पर्टिकुलर दैट लिम्फोसाइट इज डाइड, देन वी नीड अगेन. तो दिस थेरेपी इन दिस वे, दिस थेरेपी इज टेम्परेरी बिकॉज लिम्फोसाइट्स जो हैं वो इमॉर्टल है. Now there should be some other way, ठीक है. तो what scientists did, they said कि if this therapy is done in the embryonic stage, ठीक है, if therapy is done in embryonic stage, तो what will happen, suppose हमने zygote ले लिया, ठीक है. suppose we take zygote and सपोज 2-celled स्टेज है, जायगॉट की 2-cell स्टेज पर हमने इफ वी डू दिस थेरेपी एंड वी प्रोड्यूस द न्यू lymphocytes which have the ADA enzyme, suppose we insert ADA enzyme in the embryonic stage, then this therapy is permanent and the lymphocytes, whatever lymphocyte will be formed, they will be full of ADA enzyme. Clear? So in this way we have seen किस तरह से we can perform this gene therapy. Now let us understand with the help of book and we will be marking the important lines. Okay, as you can see, we'll just read out. If a person is born with the hereditary disease, so these diseases can be defected with the corrected with the help of gene therapy, ठीक है. So here genes are inserted into the person's cell and tissues to treat a disease, as I explained you just now. The first clinical gene therapy was given in 1990 to a 4-year-old girl with adenosine deaminase deficiency. ठीक है, underline this name of enzyme and it is very important. तो adenosine deaminase deficiency को treat किया. This enzyme is important for the immune system to function, and this disorder was caused due to the deletion of this gene which is responsible for the formation of this enzyme. Okay. In some children, ADA deficiency can be cured by bone marrow transplantation. ठीक है, ऐसे भी ठीक हो सकता है. And in others it can be treated by enzyme replacement therapy. तो आप ये note down these points. Bone marrow transplantation is one of the method. Second, enzyme replacement therapy. Enzyme replacement therapy में हम क्या कहेंगे? Functional ADA is given to the patient by injection, as I explained you earlier. But the problem with this क्या है कि it is not completely curative. As the lymphocyte will die, this disease will again show its effect. So as a first step towards the gene therapy, lymphocytes from the blood of the patients are grown in a culture outside the body, and these lymphocytes are introduced with the ADA enzyme, and then again they are inserted back. But these cells are immortal. As I told you, these cells are immortal. So this therapy is not permanent. Then again we have to we can say that again and again periodic therapy isko should be given, then only it will be effective. So a functional ADA cDNA is then introduced into these lymphocytes, which are subsequently returned to the patient. So we have seen how this can be cured. Now you write down the question for this on page number 211. Write down one question. Suggest any 2 possible treatments that can be given to a patient exhibiting ADA deficiency. So you have to mention the methods which can be applied या therapies which can be applied to a patient which is not having ADA. ये enzyme जिसमें deficient है. Okay? So write this question. And the answers are in your book. You can mark. One is bone marrow transplantation, as I showed you. Bone marrow transplantation, then enzyme replacement therapy. So these 2 are the methods. Now write one more question. Why do children cured by enzyme replacement therapy of ADA need periodic treatment? Why they need periodic treatment? So as I told you, these cells are not immortal. ये immortal नहीं है, they die, and so this periodic treatment is given. Again and again this treatment is required. Okay. Now the next topic is molecular diagnosis. Molecular diagnosis. As we know, children, that whenever there are symptoms in the body, suppose some pathogen attacks to our body, then what happens? The symptoms appear in the body, and on the basis of these symptoms only we come to know that there is some defect in our body. If symptoms would not be there, तो क्या होगा? We will not be able to know what is the disease. And in some very dreadful diseases, क्या होता है? The symptoms comes after very long time of the infection. Infection तो कब हुआ था? And symptoms comes very late. तो till जब तक symptoms आएंगे तो क्या होगा? तब तक it is too late, and the disease must have पूरी हमारी body को वो अंदर ही अंदर cover कर चुका होगा. तो that becomes very late, and then the treatment becomes difficult. Okay. So molecular diagnosis is the kind of diagnosis in which we can early detect. It is based on the early detection of the pathogens. Okay. So you can see that effective treatment of a disease, that is early diagnosis and understanding its pathology, is very important. Using conventional methods. If we talk about conventional methods, तो क्या होगा? Conventional methods में जैसे serum test था या urine analysis था, it was based on that कि blood test हम लोग कराते थे, and then on the basis of उसमें pathogens अगर आए, that means you are infected by that pathogen. तो that treatment जो है वो conventional जो method था, it was कैसा था कि वो बहुत लेट डायग्नोस हो पाता था. ओके, सो नाउ अ डेज some new techniques have been developed which can help us to in the early diagnosis of the disease. So these techniques are recombinant DNA technology, polymerase chain reaction, PCR, which we have studied in the previous chapter, and the enzyme linked sorbent assay, that is ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So these three techniques are used for early diagnosis of the disease. Now when we talk about, जैसे मैंने अभी बताया, जो पैथोजेंस होते हैं बैक्टीरिया एंड वायरस आर नॉर्मली सस्पेक्टेड, मतलब दे शो द सिम्टम्स. जब हमारी बॉडी इफ दे एंटर इनटू आवर बॉडी, आवर बॉडी शो सम रिस्पॉन्स, है ना, जो हमारी बॉडी का रिस्पॉन्स होता है दैट हेल्प्स टू शो द सिम्टम्स. उस रिस्पॉन्स की वजह से ही हमारी बॉडी में सिम्टम्स आते हैं. तो दीज पैथोजेंस प्रोड्यूस अ symptom. If symptoms would not be there, we will not be able to know that we have some defect in our body. Now when the bacteria or viruses are in very low concentration, ठीक है, जब बहुत low concentration में होते हैं तो the symptoms are not visible at the time when the symptoms of the disease are not visible, but attack तो हो चुका है. तो if the symptoms not based on the symptoms, अगर पैथोजन के अटैक करते ही हमें पता लग जाए कि वी आर डिफेक्टेड या वी आर अटैक्ड बाय द पैथोजन एंड उसी समय अगर डायग्नोस हो जाता है तो दैट वुड बी इजी टू क्योर द डिजीज़. तो यही टेक्निक जो ये टेक्निक्स हैं, न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी हेल्प्स अस टू इन द अर्ली डायग्नोसिस ऑफ द डिजीज़. PCR में जैसे हमने पढ़ा है, व्हाट हैपेंड इन द PCR, व्हाट वी डिड इन द PCR, वी एम्प्लीफाइड द जीन्स, है ना, जीन्स की बहुत सारी हमने या DNA की बहुत सारी कॉपीज बना ली. बिकॉज अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं ना कि वेरी लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में बैक्टीरिया वायरस प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है, बहुत लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में इन्फेक्शन हुआ है, तो विल नॉट बी एबल टू नो. तो व्हाट वी डू, PCR टेक्निक से वी एम्प्लीफाई द जीन्स एंड वी कम टू नो कि दिस पर्टिकुलर डिजीज वाला वायरस या बैक्टीरिया इज प्रेजेंट इन आवर बॉडी. तो इन दिस वे PCR इज डन. PCR is now routinely used to detect HIV in the suspect AIDS patients. Means suppose if there is chances, if somebody knows that there is chances of a particular disease in its body, then this treatment, this diagnostic approach can be done to for the early diagnosis of the disease. ठीक है. And second, तो one thing is HIV suspect patients में भी AIDS का पता लगाया जा सकता है, and it is also used to detect mutations in genes in suspected cancer patients. ठीक है. We know children कि कैंसर भी at later stage जो होता है it is very difficult to cure, और अगर early stages में if we come to know that we have this disease, then it can be cured properly. So these techniques are very helpful in early diagnosis of the disease. Now we'll see. You write down one question, then I'll explain you another thing. Okay, the question is, how is recombinant DNA technology helping in detecting the presence of mutant gene in cancer patients? I am repeating, how is recombinant DNA technology helping in detecting the presence of mutant gene in cancer patients? So this answer is given in the next paragraph. ये यहाँ पे given है. Mark from here. A single stranded DNA or RNA tagged with a radioactive molecule. तो this technique is done in this way कि एक DNA या RNA को टैग करके हम उसको radioactive molecule के साथ अटैच कर देते हैं. ठीक है. इसका एक प्रोब बना लिया जाता है and we hybridize to its complementary DNA. इसका hybridization कर लेते हैं in a clone of cells followed by a detection using autoradiography. So this is a technique by which we can make the complementaries of the DNA. The clone having the mutated gene will hence not appear on the photographic film. तो इस टेक्निक, इस प्रिंसिपल पे बेस्ड है ये टेक्निक कि जो क्लोन जिसमें म्यूटेटेड जीन होगा will not appear on the photographic film. तो because क्यों नहीं होगा? Because the probe will not have complementarity with the mutated gene. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. Now let's proceed with another technique. which is known as ELISA. Now ELISA is based on the principle of antigen antibody interaction. तो this technique, इसका full form अभी बताया था आपको, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So this technique is based on the principle of antigen antibody interaction. अब antibodies कब बनती हैं? जब antigen हमारी body में present होगा. Suppose a pathogen is attacking in our body and it increases in the number, तो क्या होगा? Antibody का formation होता है. Now what is the function of antibody? Antibody attaches with the antigen and kills it. So infection by pathogen can be detected by the presence of antigen. Suppose if in our body antigen is there, sorry, antibody अगर बन गई है, that means some antigen is also there, है ना? तो प्रोटीन्स या ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन्स के फॉर्म में एंटीजेंस प्रेजेंट होते हैं. तो इफ antibodies are present, that means we have that particular disease, or by detecting the antibodies synthesized against the pathogen. तो how this technique works, मैं आपको एक शॉर्ट में आपको थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करूँगी. Now let us understand this ELISA technique, है ना? ELISA technique को हम किस तरह से समझ सकते हैं? तो as I told you, you should know first of all what is the full form of ELISA. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. On which principle it is based? Antigen antibody. ठीक है, that means a complex will be formed of antigen and antibody. Now इसको मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल से समझाऊंगी. One example is there. Suppose we want to detect कि whether a person is HIV infected or not. So what we do? We take suppose जो हमारा HIV का वायरस है, it has RNA and it has an enzyme reverse transcriptase, है ना, which help to convert RNA into DNA. ठीक है, तो what we do, हम एक तो एंटीजेंस लेते हैं, ठीक है, और एक ट्रे यूज होती है, इसको माइक्रोटाइटर कहते हैं. दिस इज यूज्ड. नाउ व्हाट वी डू, एंटीजेंस को हम इसमें डालेंगे. एंटीजेंस आर पुट इनटू इट या दे आर एड्सॉर्ब्ड. तो एंटीजेंस इस ट्रे में क्या होंगी? एड्सॉर्ब होंगी. एंड वी विल कीप इट फॉर 24 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे 30 मिनट्स के लिए विल कीप देम. ठीक है, तो दीज एंटीजेंस विल बी एड्सॉर्ब्ड इन दिस ट्रे. नाउ व्हाट वी डू, वी टेक सीरम ऑफ द पेशेंट. सीरम लेंगे, तो ये तो है क्या है, दीज आर द एंटीजेंस which are present in the virus. Now we'll take the serum of the patient and we will put that serum also in this, and if the antibodies अगर उसमें होंगी तो antibodies and antigens आपस में combine हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, suppose ये antigen and then antibody. Okay, now here एक enzyme है, note down the name of the enzyme which works here. The name of the enzyme is, अच्छा होता क्या है बच्चों, ये जो वायरस है इसके आसपास एक और लेयर प्रेजेंट होती है. ठीक है, एंड ऑन दिस लेयर ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन्स आर प्रेजेंट, है ना. इस तरह से आपने वायरस का स्ट्रक्चर देखा होगा, ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन्स. ठीक है, दीज आर द GP120, ये ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन का नाम है. इस ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन के ऊपर भी एक मास्किंग होती है, a cover is there which does not allow antibody to attach with it. जब एंटीबॉडीज अगर हमारी बॉडी में बनेंगे तो इससे अटैच ही नहीं हो पाएंगे. दैट मीन्स एंटीबॉडीज विल नॉट बी एबल टू फॉर्म. तो इसीलिए डायग्नोसिस में प्रॉब्लम आती है. अर्ली डायग्नोसिस क्यों नहीं हो पाता है? बिकॉज एंटीबॉडीज विल नॉट बी फॉर्म्ड इन दिस ड्यू टू द मास्किंग. ठीक है, तो एंटीजन के ऊपर मास्किंग हो गई तो एंटीबॉडीज नहीं बन पाएंगी. बट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, we are taking out these antigens and antibodies from the patient and we are allowing them to combine here. तो यहाँ पे अगर इनकी कंबाइनिंग हो गई तो देयर विल बी अ कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म जिसको हम कहेंगे एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी कॉम्प्लेक्स. Now there is an enzyme which is known as alkaline phosphatase. Alkaline phosphatase एक एंजाइम होता है which have the ability to combine with this complex only. ये कॉम्प्लेक्स एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी का कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रेजेंट होगा तभी ये एंजाइम इसमें अटैच होगा. तो हेयर वी कैन से अगर सीरम में एंटीबॉडी बन गई तो यहाँ पे ये जो एंजाइम है ये अटैच होगा एंड दिस विल गिव अ पर्टिकुलर कलर. ये क्या करेगा, एक कलर रिप्रेजेंट करेगा विच विल कन्फर्म अस कि उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन में वो डिजीज है. तो इन दिस वे बच्चों एलाइसा टेस्ट जो है ये अर्ली डायग्नोसिस में हेल्प करता है.